By 1995, the social climate of Toronto changed.
I want to supply an attitude where we're going to try to win a championship.
We saw progress made, and we saw the pride that we had our own team where we can see our young people, where we can see black faces, but we were also seeing that inspiration and understanding that we could be everywhere in the society, that our voices could be everywhere, that we could be the educators, that no longer are we just one person here and one person there, but that we could come together as a team, that we could inspire an entire city, an entire province, and an entire country. By the 1960s, Canada became engaged with assisting Caribbean islands with the unemployment of their young people. And the agreement between Canada and the Caribbean was, if we bring these young women to Canada, if they sign an agreement that said that they would work in the home of a Canadian family, they'll get landed immigrant status. And so I signed up and I came to Canada, and I arrived in Canada at a time when we can say that Canada was different than it is today. I had an application to be a vice principal. I had far more than was needed. I had every piece of paper that was imaginable before I presented myself. One couldn't just sit there and allow certain individuals to make those statements that were so racist and so discriminatory. And so I had to toughen up. I had to be that strong black woman. I had to have the responses, and I also had to educate myself around those issues so that I could not really debate, but respond. My swearing in was an incredible experience. And if we're talking in this country about diversity as a strength, then I felt that we had to have structures, and we have to have legislators, people who would be speaking to those issues, for those issues, and establishing the fact that we are indeed who we say we are. But it was a sense of pride as an African Canadian woman, the first, and so I had to make my own path. And I say jokingly, no one threw breadcrumbs that I could follow. And if one person said no, then again the motion was put down until maybe some other time I can get a hearing in the House. That this House take note of the important contribution of Black Canadians to the settlement, growth and development of Canada, the diversity of the Black community in Canada and its importance in the history of this country, and recognize February as Black History Month. And then, of course, you get to the end of that, and my heart is going like this because the Speaker stands up and the Speaker says,
Does the Honourable Parliamentary Secretary have the unanimous consent of the House to move the motion? Agreed.
If one person said no or nay, then that motion would be put down. And I kept my eyes in the direction of those people who had given me a hard time.
The House has heard the terms of the motion. Is it the pleasure of the House to adopt the motion? Agreed? Agreed. So ordered.
The motion was carried, and so December 1995, the Parliament of Canada designated February as Black History Month in Canada. One does not get engaged as an activist, as an advocate, and engaged in social justice issues, and then reach the point where you say, I retire, I close the door, I'm now going to go sit on my rocking chair and fade away. That is really not me. I was always concerned about young women, that we see the young women engaged and involved in STEM, the experiences that are out there so that they can see the sky as a limit. And so at the center, that's what we're doing. And we're hoping that what we're doing is helping the next generation of young women to reach their potential and to feel that they're very much part of not only Etobicoke community, but Canadian society on the whole.